the true story of Captain Richard Phillips's life, how he escaped from the sea, and when they caught him and took him away, how did they face this whole situation? NextGen Stories, presenting Captain Phillips. The story begins in Somalia's beach, where some people come. They all have guns, and the people who live on the beach tell them that this time you will have to catch a ship bigger than the sea. Actually, all of them are sea robbers. The people living on the beach also want to go with them because there is a shortage of money here. 2 small boats and a big boat come out of here towards the sea. All the pirates in the boats see the situation of all ships in the sea, which are all around them. That is, it is impossible to attack them and loot them. Then they see a ship that is far away from all of them, and this ship is going to Mombasa. The ship is going to Mombasa, and it is about to go into the sea. Actually, these pirates have tracked the communication frequency of the ship. The ship is going to Mombasa, and it is about to go into the sea, but the ship will not go. That's why everyone can hear everything that happens to the ship. The ship goes to Mombasa and is about to go into the sea, and they know that this big ship will come from their routes. So they go into the sea and they don't leave the coast. And they go out and stay there. On the other side, the ship is shown. This is a cargo ship. The captain of this ship is named Richard Phillips. Richard knows that the route from which his ship is going is very dangerous. There are sea pirates there. That's why he is already alert. When Richard looks at the sea from the turbine, he sees someone coming very fast towards his ship. But at this time, they are very far away. But when he looks in the radar, he understands that someone is following them. So Richard can see them. He tells his crew member to take the ship to the left, and when the ship goes to the left, those who were following them also start following them. Here, Richard Phillips understands that these are pirates who are looting their ships, and he gives this information to the UK Maritime Trade Operation in Dubai. The operator says that, "I have registered your complaint," and they ain't. They once again look at the same boats from the turbine, which, what? Now he is only 1 mile away from them, and this time he sees that whoever is on these boats, they all have weapons. That is, now it is completely confirmed that they are looting. He picks up the radio and tries to contact the police. He had tried to contact the police before, but his connection with the police did not happen, and this time he tells the police that 2 boats are coming behind us in which the weapons are being looted. It is possible that their big boat is coming behind them. Actually, Phillips knows that those who are looting are listening to him. Looters are listening to everything, and the next moment, Phillips. They say that in 5 minutes, the Army's helicopter will reach you for help. Actually, Phillips had no connection with the police this time as well. They change their voice and speak so that the robbers find out, and they go back. And it happens that one of the 2 boats goes back because they don't want to risk their lives. There is another big boat behind where there is an old man. He also gets scared and stops following them. But even now, there is a boat that has 4 robbers. They are constantly following the ship. Captain Phillips says that they will have to get entangled in the waves. They reduce the speed of the ship and take it to the right and left, due to which there are very big waves. And due to the pressure of the waves, the engine of the boat of these 4 looters gets damaged. On the other hand, Captain Phillips's ship has now left them. At night, all the crew members meet here. They discuss with each other that if they attack again, what will we do? Captain Phillips says that we will stop them the way we stopped them today. He says that our job is not to fight the looters, but it missed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ship from one place to another. Why don't we take the ship from the other route and reach a place where we are very far from the arrival of these looters? Anyway, if we run the ship at full speed, then we can complete the journey of 100 to 150 miles in 8 hours. Captain Phillips explains to everyone that in the area of Africa where we are right now, 5 different groups of looters work here. Every 300 miles, we will have to face the looters. So we should go to our right destination, that is Mombasa, and they leave in the same direction. But the next morning, once again, the looters whose boat engine was damaged, they start following their ship. They see Captain Phillips. That's why they call the Marine Police, and this time they get their connection. They tell the Marine Police that some looters are going to attack our ship. The Marine Police says that we will try to send you help soon. Turns on the water pressure pumps all around the ship so that the boat of the looters does not reach their ship due to the water pressure. They also attack them, but they are saved from that attack. And now, all the looters have reached their ship. Yep. Captain Phillips understands that his ship is now in his possession. So, he announces to his people on the phone that everyone should hide in the engine room below. Until I don't say a password supper time before I come out, no one will come out. And now here those 4 robbers reach who send Captain Phillips and his 2 people as a captive. Bandi Banalitain. इनका जो सरदार होता है, उसका नाम मूसा होता है. We'll be right back. Well, Captain Phillips could. He says you don't have to be afraid. We are not here to kill anyone, but to make a deal. Captain Phillips tells all these robbers that there are only food and documents in this ship. We only have $30,000. If you want, you can take the money and leave. The Lord of the robbers, Musa, says, we are not beggars. You call all your companions up on the deck. Captain Phillips announces on the phone that everyone come up, but he did not call the password, that is, no one comes. Also, the ship is also closed from below, and when the ship is closed, the Lord of the robbers, Musa, says here that, how did it get closed? Captain Phillips says that we drove it very fast, so maybe something went wrong in it. Here the robbers make an announcement once again. He says, they say that if all the people downstairs don't come up as soon as possible, then every minute we will kill one of your men. But this time, no one comes up because it was the order of Captain Phillips until they say the password. No one will come out. They also convince Musa not to kill their people. Musa says that, I want to go down and check. Actually, he wants to find all the people and bring them up. Captain Phillips says that the emergency light is on below. If it is closed, we will not see anything there. We have to make sure that it is not closed. In saying this, the walkie-talkie in their hands turns on its button. That's why all the people hidden in the engine room below hear all this. They understand that they have to turn off the emergency light. Otherwise, those people will come here and find them. One of them goes out to turn off the generator and the other to get water. On the other side, Captain Phillips, Musa, and another man. All 3 of them start coming down. Captain Phillips is deliberately taking him to that place, where he is not. But Musa sees a map there, from which he knows that the engine room is the furthest ahead. He said, get injured, they do the same. And when Phillips, Musa, and his man go that way, the glass gets stuck in the feet of Musa's man, due to which his feet get injured. Now, these 3 are in the engine room where everyone is hidden. But then the light goes on here, because the man who went outside turned off the generator. Musa gets angry because of the light off. He asks Phillips what is happening. Phillips says that, I don't know anything. I'm with you. We should go up because in the dark we can't find anyone here. Musa says that I will be looking for your friends and your companions. Musa's companion, whose leg is cut, is in great pain. That is why Musa says to Phillips that you take him up. I will find your companions. Phillips and Musa's companion go up, and here in the engine room, Musa begins to find Phillips's companions. But Phillips's companions lock him up. On the other hand, the companion of the captain and Musa is the one who controls both of them. And then the crew members from the engine room send a message to the robbers on the radio. They say that your leader is with us. If you want to stay alive, you have to leave Captain Phillips and the rest of the people. Captain Phillips talks to Musa on the radio. He says that, "I know that you don't have your board. We can give you a live board from here. You can also take the $30,000 in this ship. Just..."
At the same time, the three robbers here teach one of them how to operate the live board and how to take it to the sea. People of Musa say that leave Musa. Musa is left. Musa comes into the live board and then he points to his companion behind him. As soon as he gets the signal, the man attacks Phillips from the back of the gun. They close the door of the live board and take the live board into the sea. That is, these four robbers have kidnapped Captain Phillips and are taking him with them. They close the door of the live board and take the live board into the sea. That is, these four robbers have kidnapped Captain Phillips and are taking him with them. They close the door of the live board and take the live board into the sea. That is, these four robbers have kidnapped Captain Phillips and are taking him with them. And they are taking them with them. But the big ship is also going behind that small safety boat, because the crew members don't want Captain Phillips to be out of their sight. The same thing is now known to the US Navy, and very soon they send their drones here, which have cameras. They are constantly looking at the live boat. Actually, the live boat is now going straight to Somalia, where all these people are looting. There they go to the company for which Captain Phillips works. They will ask for money from them. At the same time, the four looters also start fighting with each other, because the intoxicating substance that they have is also getting over. That's why the tension between them starts to increase. Now they are contacted by the control room of the US Navy ship, which has now reached, seeing which the four looters are completely scared. The commander of the US Navy says, "Look, we will let you go from here. Just leave Captain Phillips." Musa is scared and says that we are not terrorists. We are ordinary fishermen. But he doesn't even want to leave Captain Phillips. He says that we will leave Captain Phillips only when you give us $10 million. Musa is told that this is not so easy. It takes time. But until then, we want to come to give you food and water. Musa agrees to this because they have a shortage of food and water. After a while, the two small boats of the US Navy reach them. They say that we want to see Captain Phillips first. They bring Captain Phillips out. Captain Phillips asks the US Navy, "Does my family know where I am?" The US Navy says yes. We are giving them news every moment. Captain Phillips says that my family should know that I am on seat number 15 in the lifeboat. They give him permission to go to the toilet. The same thing is being robbed with them, the one who had a glass on his foot. Captain Phillips pushes him into the water, and they themselves jump into the water in the other direction. They start moving towards their big US Navy ships. There, the US Navy finds out that two people have jumped into the water. But due to the darkness, they are not able to confirm. Before the US Navy could take any action or reach Captain Phillips, Musa takes the lifeboat and reaches him. And once again, they catch Captain Phillips. But now the US SEAL has also reached from the helicopter, which surrounds their lifeboat from all sides. They are told that no matter what you do, you will not be allowed to go to Somalia. If you leave Captain Phillips, we will let you go from here. But these robbers know that nothing like this is going to happen. That's why Musa takes Captain Phillips out at the gunpoint. After this, he says on the radio that if someone is a little clever, then I will kill this captain. From there, another officer tells that we have talked to your boss. Along with that, he also tells the names and full ID of these four. He says that we are ready to make a deal with you, but one of you will have to come to us. Musa gets ready to go there. The next moment, two boats of the US Navy come here, and they tie a rope to the lifeboat of the robbers, so that their boat remains in their control. Along with that, they tie a rope to the lifeboat of the robbers. And along with that, they tie a rope to the lifeboat of the robbers. So that whoever talks inside, they can hear all of this. The Captain Phillips of the U.S. Navy gives them a dress to wear and says that you should take your seat back, and they take Musa from here and go. After this, large lights are lit towards the lifeboats of the remaining 3 robbers, so that they can't see anything ahead. And the snipers on the ship of the U.S. Army in front try to take them at their target. But not everyone comes to the target. Now they are also pulling their lifeboat towards them. The robbers do not mind this because they have a man with them. Along with that, they are also going to have a deal, where Captain Phillips thinks that they will not survive now because the tension here has increased a lot. And they write a letter to their family. Then a robber sees them and they start fighting among themselves. And soon they control Phillips, tie his hands, and tie a bandage in his eyes. And these robbers have understood that they are playing games with them. And the most dangerous and biggest robber among them decides that he will shoot Phillips. Whereas 2 robbers do not want this. The same American snipers who have taken them on target, they have 2 on their target now. Now they get an order to stop pulling their boat. And as soon as they stop pulling the lifeboat, they get a shock on their lifeboat. So all 3 robbers come to the target, and the snipers kill all 3 of them together, after which Captain Phillips is rescued, although he is still in a deep shock, but his life is saved. With this, the story ends. The U.S. Navy caught Musa. He is sentenced to 33 years. Even today, he is in jail. This is the true event of Captain Richard Phillips' life, which happened in 2009. And in 2013, the film was made on this, Captain Phillips. The rating of this film on IMDb is 7.8. The budget of this film was $55 million, and it was published in the box office